I totally forgot to take a video of this. As you remember, I dry fitted this. I made sure my pipe in between my elbow and my drain was long enough. You don't want it too long, but you don't want it too short. So you want to get an exact measurement of that once this is dry fit down in. I spray foamed my pipe so my pipe wouldn't move around. As you can see, so I can't lift my base anymore because my pipe is glued in. But I 3M'd my pressure treated base, and then as you can see right here, we got tile adhesive, and I spread tile adhesive all over my plywood and used my tile trowel to trowel my tile, you know, the grooves into the tile adhesive, makes those lines. And I set my pipe into my 90, got that so it weren't moving, and then I set my drain down in on it. So as you can see, well, I guess you can't see it, but it's nice and sturdy. I had to wiggle my cat's paw in that pipe to kind of get it to set into the drain. But we have adhesive down. We've got our pipe connected to the drain, and now I'm going to drill about every foot or 16 inches through. I'm going to drill through my nailer here. As you can see, there's a nailing flange, goes all the way around. So you'll go about midway and middle into a stud, you know, find a stud, go about midway the stud, mid height of your nailing flange. Make sure you're not drilling into your stud. Just drill through the nailing flange. If you drill into your stud, you're going to lose capacity for the threads to grab. You just want to make a hole here so that it doesn't split the PVC. I have my nailer set up. This is the exact size of the exterior nail flange of my piece that'll sit on this side. I brought it just a little bit on the inside of it, just so it doesn't poke out, because we don't want to fight it when we have to put trim up. But, so yeah, I'm going to screw this in, and then we'll put each piece in. I've also got my nailers in this corner. I put my midway nailers in. That's really for our glue. It's for the glue to adhere. You know what? I'm going to put some some glue blocks here as well. That wall's nice and sturdy. This also helps, just in case you bump up into it, it won't wiggle the piece free. So yeah, let's put some blocks in here. I'm sorry I was listening to music and just giving it to her, trying to get it done. So what I'll do is I'll set you up right there and you can finish watching the rest of the install. I wish I could lift this, but I can't. It's glued in. But all that's underneath it is that same exact plywood that was before, and I troweled tile adhesive over it. I used tile adhesive because I already had a bucket of it and it was like almost gone, and I wanted to use that up, and it's great. It's perfect for it. If it'll set the tile, it'll set this base. because the caulking is like, you know, $6 to $10 a tube. And if you already got the adhesive, why not use it? Now we'll use that really powerful 0-second grab to hold these panels in place. You know, it's 0 seconds. It doesn't take long for it to set up. 12 7/8, 13 3/4. I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut a couple of nail gluing blocks here. Face flush. And at the same height those are at, which is roughly a normal size waist. That's a little higher, but anyway. So this right here is a tile trowel. What it does is it allows exact same amount of whatever you're using for a formal set on the tile. That way you don't have bulging too much here and not enough there. When you set that tile down after you've really worked it and set up formal grooves, you've got a nice flush fit going in there. All right. Whoop. Big bub. Mind hooking me up with one? Big bub. That's funny. That's what I used to call my uncle. We were best friends. He was like my big brother. And he always called me Bub. So I call him Big Bub. Nice and face flush. Yeah, it's a little off. I don't think the glue is prejudiced though. Not not as prejudiced as the woke media, anyway. Don't cancel me with your wokeness. It's crazy, bro. People are in fear of their jobs if they just speak their mind. Federal mandate, like, pretty crazy what they've done to the world. I mean, I'm not against it per se. You know what I'm saying? People have rights, go ahead, but like, they're telling us what to say in the meantime, which is against freedom of speech. So, where do you draw the line, right? People can't wave their flags around and be happy of their former president, but protesters can burn down cities and loot buildings and break all the storefronts, windows and glass, flip cars, beat up people. But if they're on the right side of the liberals, hey, it's okay. But a Trump person with the fucking American flag in his hand is a bigot, raceful asshole. Isn't that crazy? And people say that China doesn't have full control of the Democratic Party. Seems to me like they're doing a pretty damn good job. I must admit, China's winning right now. But I will say this, our CIA has quite a bit of little networks like that in their country as well. They're having massive protests as well, so. It's not the Republican Party's fault, though. All those protests in China, it's not our military, it's not CIA, and it's not the Republicans. Oh shit. The Iran thing really freaked me out though. Like, if they're protecting him, they have literally America's biggest enemy. And he's doing a special meeting with Biden a few days after the leader of his little proxy gang that he started. And Biden's paying him $800 million a year. Trump said, you ain't getting no money, brother. None. And you ain't making nukes. Because you threatened us with them. And you don't even have them yet. We're not going to fund your little nuclear program as you threaten us to kill us with them. Like, how backwards is that? Like, we're paying China to feed their people. And they're one of the leading growing economies in the world, but they're taking food and they're taking money from the World Food Organization, and yet they hold a seat at the UN and veto every policy that us Westerners try to get passed. We let them in, bro, and they just veto everything. So they're powerful enough to create world decisions, but they're not powerful enough to feed their families, feed their people. They need money, relief fund money, like they're a third world country. It's like, which one is it? And why are we the only ones paying for the Paris Agreement, by the way? See, the media doesn't want to talk about these things because it makes the Democrats look as fraudulent and guilty as they really are. The truth hurts, you see. They don't want to talk about truth. They want to get you emotionally invested, upset and angry, and unruly, which means you don't even want to hear the truth. I don't want to hear the truth, I'm mad at you. Don't you dare speak a word against the Constitution, free speech. Better not say a thing or you'll be ostracized from your community. You'll lose your job, and we'll probably take your kids from you too. They can do whatever they want to, dude. They can, they as in Just like Nixon said. What is it? However many words are the scariest that anyone could ever imagine. Hello, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. It's the scariest thing of Americans' nightmares. Knock at your door and them saying, hello, I'm from the government. I'm here to help. Oh, really? What are you going to help yourself with of mine? You know? What the fuck, bro? All right, guys, you can hang out for a little bit. I got to go get some washer head screws. No, I don't have to run to the store. I just got to, how about you just come with me? Come to my lair. All right. See all these fasteners? I call this the hardware store. Well, those boxes, black and yellow boxes right there, that's the hardware store. This is the fastener shelf. And would you look at that? Washer head GRKs, number 8, 1 3/4. This is for hanging cabinets and shower panels. But we have to get number 8. I believe that means it's, I don't know the thickness, but you can bet 3/16. 3/16 would do just fine. What is it? Oh, that's special trim. You get that at Home Depot. But it's super expensive. If you just go to one of your local people who run stuff like that on the mill, way cheaper. You get that at Home Depot, it's going to be at least twice as expensive as if you were to go to like Hammond or Viking, a local hardware store that actually sells trim. Some Ace doesn't really even sell trim. All right, where did the bits go? Drill bits. I had a whole thing of them, and now I can't find even one case of them. Do we know what I did with the? It's a red pack, drill bits. You must have put them away. Did you put them away in like a different area?
No, I put them. Anyone put them away in a different area?
What was that? What was that right there? Oh. All right, this is strange. I just had them the other day, so I thought they were right here. Just had these things. Are they on my chop saw or toolbox? Nope. All right, this is getting really strange. It's a brand spanking new box of those two. Well, these are the ones from the truck. They'll work. These are supposed to be in my truck though. But I'm supposed to have a bunch more. Oh, I know where they are. Remember we came in and took them to drill that broken hex bit out? Mm-hmm. Remember that? All right, we're looking for 3/16. We just need it to be as big as the shaft, but not bigger than the head. That's perfect. You wanna hold that? Careful. Okay. If I remember correctly, these are red bit. Yep. All right. So just one on each stud. We're not going too crazy with it. And remember, you want to come up a little bit. Don't go too high, don't go too low. Right in the middle. And we're not going through the wood. Just making a hole in the plastic in the center of the stud so that we don't crack the PVC. And we don't want to go too crazy with it either, like holding it in, screwing it in super hard. Once you get that thing, you know, once it's there, it's not going to come off. That big old washer head on that, it ain't going to move anywhere. Now, if you can, you see what I did? I stayed away from that corner. I'm just going to stay away from my corners if I can, because it would weaken it. I could already, it'll weaken it quite a bit. It's unnecessary. If you don't have to, no sense to do it. These screws as flat and perpendicular as possible. Ooh, that cracked when I dropped it. That did crack. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'll have to put extra poly in that. Damn, man, that really sucks. Right at the end too. What did I do? I lifted it up to move it out of the way and it fell out of my hands. Slipped out of my hands and it cracked it. The plumber told me, he's like, you gotta be really careful because those will crack if you drop them. Thank God it's not the far corner, because this corner will get way more water than that corner. Usually the front is the drier side. But anyway, still not good. No bueno. It's all right, we can seal it. You could use epoxy. There's all kinds of ways to seal that. But I'll just use the power grab. It's waterproof and solid. So we're gonna save this stuff. We'll set it aside over here for right now. And what I'll do, I will dry this off. Oh, sorry, clean this off. So yep, I gotta close these off before they go bad. All right. Put these away. So that they don't get spilled or thrown away. And then before we leave, once we get these 3 panels set, we're going to clean. Yay! Look at the mess. I mean, just come over here and look at the floor over here. That's just 2 days of building. Look at the countertop. It's just a mess. So eventually, well, to be honest, once the shower's in, I can start pulling all of these tools out of that back room behind you, and we're gonna start putting everything in here and finding places to put whatever else we can't fit in here. So again, this room is gonna be left alone. It's, for the most part, it'll be insulated on this side with good insulation, but yeah, for the most part, we're gonna leave it the way it is. The only thing different, there'll be a hallway here. There'll be a hallway right here with a door coming into this room here. All right. Let me get that drain cap so that we don't have crap getting in there. I guess, you know what, I'm just gonna, because I don't want to leak in these. When I set that in there, I really want it to be stuck. I mean, not for good, but I don't want to have to lift it back out and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna clog this up for right now. Now I need my leaf blower. My leaf blower. We have to insulate that rear, insulate this rear wall. did that bag go with all that insulation?
Put it under the stairs.
Because that's all this stuff.
You didn't break anything when you did that.
Probably did. Be alright. Being nice to that safe. All right. Well, we got the insulation. That's all that matters. See, people, they see a job and they just think,
Oh,
phone shut off.
no, I was just had it on level.
All right. People see a job and they think, oh, that's easy, right? I could have that done in 20 minutes. Well, you seen what happens when I try to go fast. And I've actually done this stuff before, professionally. So, basically, try to hurry. It'll always end up being bad. This is all leftover. This is the stuff I want. Was it really that? I thought it was all this. That's weird. Anyway, we're gonna insulate really good. And this right here will deaden, it'll deaden the sound. There won't be as much noise coming out. You know, able to travel between the two apartments. There will be much less noise. think my neighbor's playing with us. I think he's doing a funny something. I've never heard it. Never heard him do that. You must be getting a blowjob. Sorry, Jake. Sorry. Sorry in advance. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible, horrible person. And I really didn't want to use this. I'd much rather use the Roxel for this specific spot. Can you grab me one of those bags in the corner over there? Bag of insulation to the left of the fridge. Just be careful not to knock down the staples and stuff. I'll take all this insulation and use it in other places. This is a moist area, and this specific insulation is mold proof, fireproof, I mean, sound deadening. It's good stuff. Whereas this stuff will break down quicker. It doesn't have as good of R value. It's not mildew proof. It's not fireproof. But this stuff here, definitely. Let me see it. I don't know which way you guys were. Well, how's this? I don't know if I'm upside down right now, but I'm going to finish insulating this wall, and I'll start a new video when I get ready to put the new pieces in. Thanks for watching. Main Man Squanto out.